So this area has kind of been forgotten. Just to the left of me, so you're right, we've got our 4 compost bin pallet setup there where we're doing a cycle of composting. And here, probably about 5 years ago, I set up a leaf mould composting station simply using some posts and wire mesh. And I kind of forgot about it for 5 years, hence why it looks so scrappy. And I've been working hard clearing it out because I'm trying to set up a new station here where I'm going to be experimenting with different composting techniques to see what works better and what kind of compost quality I can get, and maybe see if I can make compost in like the 18-day method. So it's all very exciting using that. But I just want to show you what I found from the piles where I created the leaf mould about 5 years ago. I think you'll be quite surprised. I was surprised because it was covered in stinging nettles and other plants, and I've cleared it out a bit and I've uncovered the old leaf mould. So I want to show you what it looks like 5 years on. So as you can see here, the roots are pretty incredible, and it was quite tough using a fork to try and pull them out using all my weight, but I've managed to get a lot of them pulled out. And then I discovered that underneath it was this beautiful soil texture, and I'm going to bring you in a bit closer, and I've been sieving it into here. Now, leaf mould is usually really good after a year to 2 years. Basically, for creating leaf mould, the way to do it is to actually shred up leaves. But I didn't know that when I was 12, so I just put in a bunch of leaves and left them, and like I said before, I forgot about them. So obviously it will mean that the leaves take a lot longer to break down because they're almost like a layer of plastic sheeting if you put full leaves down as mulch, and it takes them a long time to break down. And for creating leaf mould, that isn't very good. But it's quite amazing coming back kind of 5 years from now. Yes, there are quite a few roots, but feeling the soil texture here from the leaf mould, this is all this is old leaves. It's pretty amazing how soft it is. So obviously it isn't as good at retaining moisture as newer leaf mould because it doesn't have that kind of density to it. But what it does have is a really nice soft texture. So I'm going to save this to use for starting seedlings because I think it's a really nice soil quality for starting seedlings a bit later on this year to try and get some winter crops. And I'll bag it up and save it for next year. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out to be, and I'm pretty glad that I got the sieve out to get this really nice textured kind of potting mix, but it's all just from decomposed leaves. But the main thing about growing organically or growing permaculturally and sustainably is that you need to learn to respect your soil. You need to understand exactly how soil works and understand that the most important thing about a growing site is the health of the soil, because it's almost like the organ and the energy to plants, because we as humans are mostly soil apart from water, and the quality of the soil that you use in your garden is directly linked to the quality of the food that you grow and produce. So by using different composting techniques and other things such as leaf mould, you are going to help build soil, which is what one of my key aims and goals for this year has been, is to build soil by doing lots of different things such as mulching and adding organic fertilizers such as used coffee grounds. And it's all about building a really healthy soil structure which will link hopefully directly to bigger yields and better productivity from my garden. So that's just a very quick look. I just wanted to show you what this 5-year-old leaf mould looks like, and it feels really nice. It almost feels like if you cook, it almost feels like it's flour. But again, it's got all that organic matter inside it, so it will retain moisture quite nicely, and it'll be excellent for starting seeds off pretty soon.